Hello and welcome to Running the Table, the podcast where we run through everything on the table in the world of sports. And wow, what a wild card weekend we had. So what we're going to do, Tim, is we're going to do shorter little videos, a little mini series breaking down every single wild card game, starting with the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. So are you ready to recap some playoff games?
It's been a wild weekend, so let's run it.
It absolutely has been a wild weekend with a pretty good first game to start where the San Francisco 49ers took care of business against the Seahawks at home 41-23. It was a tale of two halves because it was a relatively close game in the first half with Seattle actually taking a 1-point lead into halftime, going up 17-16. And then more so in the fourth quarter, Brock Purdy and the 49ers started to pull away and ended up tacking on those points at the end. But the story, of course, as it's always been, is Brock Purdy notching his sixth win as a starter, no losses in the regular and postseason, his seventh straight game with multiple touchdowns, which ties Justin Herbert's rookie record. He was 18 of 30, 332 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks, with the best QBR out of anybody this weekend, 89.5 out of 100. He was fantastic.
Yeah, dude just looks solid. I mean, obviously with the talent that the 49ers have around him, it definitely makes the job a little bit easier on him. McCaffrey had a fantastic game, going for 119 yards on the ground, as well as a touchdown through the air. But once again, 49ers defense, once they were able to figure out DK Metcalf, it really changed the game a lot. DK Metcalf had a huge first half, including that 50-plus yard bomb to put them ahead. But once they figured that out, the Seahawks sort of sputtered a bit. DK didn't have a whole lot of help. DK had 136 yards and 2 touchdowns in the air. Nobody else had more than 40. But once again, this 49ers team is super talented. And if they keep holding up their end of the bargain on the offensive end, this defense is going to keep carrying them places.
Absolutely. And that's the big thing about San Francisco. They have one of the best offenses in the league and one of the best defenses in the league. So this team is
It's a recipe for success. That's
for sure legit. And I think
I've been waiting for a slip up, but I mean, overall, obviously, I mean, we've talked about how consistent Brock Purdy has been. I mean, not only is he's not just making like these simple check down easy throws. I mean, he's showing his arm talent. I mean, he has made some difficult downfield throws to these guys. So he's proven he very well belongs in the starting job for at least right now. It'll be an interesting decision come next year.
Yeah, and that'll be the thing to watch out for. But I think it's more so to speak to Kyle Shanahan and the collection of skill players that the 49ers have built.
They've put together one hell of a squad.
McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle.
Great
Trent
to see
Williams
Debo back and healthy.
tackle.
That's been beautiful as well.
Yeah, I mean, we had kind of a scare there in the middle of the game with him taking a hit, but he was able to tough it up, kind of rally the 49ers to their cause and get them back out there. So,
hey, we've said a lot about the 49ers, but can we stop and give a moment to the Seahawks, though? No one expected them to be here going into the season. Obviously, Geno Smith has had one hell of a campaign throughout this season. A lot of guys stepped up into their roles. We've seen the emergence of Kenneth Walker. And honestly, props to them for putting as much of a fight, even for that first half. They're going to be a very interesting team to watch going forward here because they do have a lot of talent on their roster, and they're going to try to keep building with some of those picks they got.
Yeah, they're in the perfect position with the 5th overall pick and the 20th overall pick in next year's draft. And I know, Tim, you and I did not expect the Seahawks to do much of anything. I think we both predicted them to go 2-15 if memory serves.
Right with the Bears. Yep.
Yep. And
right?
And do we need to bring up the ping pong ball for me? Because
hey,
if you don't know what we're talking about there, go watch our NFC West preview. But I essentially compared.
Gino's been one hell of a ping pong ball. He's been a Gucci ping pong ball for them.
Yes. Hey, Gucci, Louis, whatever you want to say. But we need to absolutely give some respect to the Seattle Seahawks and what they've been able to do. Now, the 49ers turn their attention to the divisional round where they'll host either the Dallas Cowboys or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whoever wins that one on primetime football. That will be a very fun one to watch.
Oh, yeah.
But we have anything more about this wildcard game?
No, I mean, it was a super fun game to watch. It's always fun when a lot of these games have a lot of offense. As much as
Very
we
high
all like good
scoring.
defense,
Yeah.
yes, we like seeing these teams being able to move the ball down the field and actually get some points on the board. So this one, obviously, it had the competitiveness for the first half, and then you saw the 49ers just lock in and take over that second half.
Absolutely. This is the first of our wild card recaps. We're going to be breaking down every single game. So stay tuned for those and a bunch of content throughout the playoffs. So like and subscribe for more stuff from us, and we out.